Hello everybody. I have a very important question for you here today. Do you struggle with fear and self-doubt? Do you stop it from letting you accomplish and achieve all the goals you want to achieve in life? And do you constantly feel like there's a barrier up or there's a wall that you just can't get through? Well, if that is the case, this video is for you. We're going to help break those fears and break those barriers down to help you accomplish a better and more fulfilling life. So grab a pen, grab some paper, and grab a cup of tea or coffee and get yourself comfy. First of all, welcome to my channel. On here, I like to discuss all things self-development, confidence, bringing out that inner strength, making you realise your potential, but also breaking down those toxic cycles and those patterns that we've had in our lives to become a happier, healthier version of ourselves. And if you enjoy this type of video and content, I'd love if you could like and subscribe to join along for the journey. So in the next section, we're going to get into what fear is, what self-doubt is, and go through it a little bit more. So fear. False evidence appearing real. It is just your brain's way of protecting you from a perceived threat. And sometimes it can be a good thing, like sometimes it's actually something that's threatening, but most of the time it's stopping us from actually growing and reaching our full potential. But when you're going through it, when your mind's on overload and your body is going through fight or flight, it can be really hard to get past. So it's one of those things where if it's just you doubting yourself and trying to grow and it's just that little roadblock, then it's about getting to that point and going, okay, I need to take a step back, I need to take a breather, I need to take 24 hours and then I'll come back to it. But try not to let yourself get into the other part of it where it's overthinking it and procrastinating and just dropping it all together, because we've all been in that situation where we've got scared of something and we wanted to run away and retreat. But sometimes the best thing to do with fear is just run towards it, because that's where most of the growth happens. It's not about giving up on yourself. It's about seeing the fear and doing it anyway. Within reason, obviously, as long as it's a safe situation. And then we get self-doubt creeping in, where you go for something that's out of your comfort zone and you'll go, I can't do it. I can't reach that level. I can't do that job. I'm not going to get that promotion. I don't have the abilities. What happens if they see that I don't have the knowledge that I thought I had or I've shown that I have? That is just self-doubt creeping in. It's just trying to keep you comfortable and at the level you're at. So it is, again, just before growth happens, self-doubt will creep in and make you think that you're not able to achieve your goals, you're not able to go for that next jump in your career, that you don't have the capacity and the qualification. But you're actually very much qualified, because if you went for a job and they didn't think you were good enough, you wouldn't have got it. And if you do feel like you're at the level at the moment of not reaching that full potential, then rather than seeing it as, I'm not good enough for this role, I'm never going to get there, try and think of ways to get there. What training do I need to do? How do I need to push myself? What videos can I watch? How can I get there? Rather than trying to let yourself sit in the self-doubt, which we've all been guilty of, it's very easy to do. Try and catch yourself and go, no, I'm not going to let my self-doubt stop me from achieving what I want to achieve. So it's about catching the cycle and the thoughts and the feelings once they come up, and then trying to release them and move forward. Because off the back of that barrier, that boundary that you've got for yourself, is going to be great growth, and you'll be proud of yourself for pushing through that wall. Just a few little tips and tricks that will help you when these moments of self-doubt and fear creep in the future. It's very important that you feel those emotions and you don't try to suppress them and keep them in, because then you end up having it just in your mind, in your body, and it just doesn't help. So that leads me on to the first thing you can do, and that is externalizing it. Talking through what it is you're going through, what the fears are, how they're impacting you, and just talking about it to a person that you trust, someone that you can open up to and you can relate to. And if you don't feel comfortable doing that, then you can always try and jot it down in your journal, in your diary, and write down what it is that's scaring you and what fears it is, and just breaking down those emotions and those feelings. Because once you see what the initial fear is, the more you talk it through and externalize it and either write about it or voice about it, the more you realize it's actually not as bad as it seems. But in the moment, it can be hard. Another thing I find quite helpful is going towards that fear. Now, what do I mean by that? I'm not saying put yourself in the lion's den. I'm not saying do anything that's dangerous. I'm saying trying to find that belief in yourself. Try to remember that you are worthy of going towards whatever goal or opportunity it is you want. You know, go towards it. If it's something that's going to help you get to the next step, go for it. Don't let people get in your way or your thoughts and feelings get yourself in the way of what you know you can achieve. Because again, self-doubt will try and hold you back to protect you, but it's not actually helping you in the long run. And it's not going to help you get to your goals. It's just going to keep you where you are. And if you know you're destined for something or destined to do something, go for it. Do it. Fight for it, because there's a reason that you want to go for that goal and that opportunity. You know something, you can feel something deep inside of you that wants to push towards it. So just keep going. Sometimes our intuition speaks to us and we don't know where we're going with it, but we just need to follow it. And for our last one, número 3, we are going to talk about the power of affirmations and how they can help rewire your brain and catch you before you spiral. So you can find plenty of these on YouTube, on TikTok, on any social media platform. You can do short clips where you can find them for what it is you're going through. So with fear and self-doubt, you can go to an affirmation that will tell you you can do it, you've got this, to motivate you. You can do a meditation or a breathing exercise on YouTube. And it just really helps you in the midst of a spiral, because we're all humans, we're all going to spiral at times, but it's just about catching it before it happens and keeps us in that rumination mindset, that spiral. So it's about grounding yourself, noticing the patterns when they're coming up, because the more you notice them, the more you can focus on healing it, moving through it, feeling it. And then each time it will come up less and less and less. And it might come up again because healing, unfortunately, isn't linear. But each time it'll get weaker and weaker and weaker. And you're going to get stronger and stronger and stronger because you are a tough cookie. Just remember that. Just remember that when it creeps in. Just go, nope, not today. No, thank you. But I hope you have a lovely rest of your week. I hope that that's been helpful and that the week is as beautiful as you. Ciao for now, bellas.